Right. So, still playing Persona 3 and still ranting on randomly. Uh, if power is the ability to do work, it's not the same as the energy dissipated, because if you dissipate most of your energy without doing work, then you've just wasted it. You know, it's like taking money and throwing it into a big gigantic hole in the middle of the earth. And that is basically, unfortunately, how steady state electronics actually measures power. It's the amount of energy that's dissipated across resistances. And that doesn't necessarily mean that that dissipated energy... Oh shoot, did anything useful. Why did I rush into this battle? Alright, let me escape. Do you have escape skills? No. But I can just try escape, but instead I'm going to try that special skill that this persona has. Persona... I think it's Satin. Let's make sure. Yeah, unfortunately I can't double check here, but from memory, Tarfuri is supposed to be the skill that I want. Now what would have been very useful is if I could double check from that screen just now if Tarfuri is what I wanted. Unfortunately, the only way in this whole game to tell what a skill does is in battle. You can't tell in any of the status screens. You can't tell in any of the fusion screens. You can't tell when looking at Persona info. And to me that is totally ridiculous. Anyway, that was just one of my pet peeves. I guess I could resurrect what's her name. Right. What was I saying though about power and power base, dissipation energy, right? Yeah. So I think the thing about power is people tend to look at it as dissipation of energy. I totally went past the resurrection gem, didn't I? Look at it as dissipation of energy and don't necessarily look at efficiency or effectiveness, which is whether work is done and, you know, like what proportion. I can't use it because I'm not anywhere near them, I guess. So now I have to find Mitsuru without having a big map. Of course, if I go up to the next floor, they will magically reappear on the ground floor. To me, that whole thing is just sad. Yes, Fuka, I wish I knew as well.
Please spread out and search the area.
Last time I died at the floor just above here. You know why? Because my characters are just not
It got me.
accustomed to fighting at this level. Actually, then I ran out of SP, but still.
Wait, I found something.
Let me join the fray and see what happens. Yeah, so my point was that if you're dissipating energy, or if you're spending energy, you should try to make sure you're being effective, meaning that you're actually doing what you want to do, and that you're being efficient, meaning that you're not wasting the majority of your energy. Unfortunately, a lot of things are very efficient. For example, modern graphics cards. They use the same amount of power when they're not doing anything from when they're working really hard, basically. And that is totally ridiculous. Most graphic cards actually use more power nowadays than the monitors. And if you think about it, that's really silly. And what do you get for all of this stuff? I mean, you get dazzling special effects. Well, in a sense, yes. In a sense, no. You might get super high resolutions and dazzling special effects. But do you get better games necessarily? I would say no. I think that Persona 1 was generally a better game than Persona 3. And okay, the Persona 2 games were generally better than Persona 1, but there is some things that were better. For example, the actual way that you fought Personas was better in Persona 1. With the spell card system, I much prefer that to the tarot system.
Defeat it.
However, in general, Persona 2, well, that game system is better than Persona 1. Also, the change to what people call third person, but what I call first person perspective, that was a good change. But it's a matter of opinion. I don't actually like Eternal Punishment very much. The story doesn't really engage me as much as Persona 1's story does, or as much as Innocent Sin does so far. I'm just gonna use a healing spell, but before that I'm gonna call for help.
Got it. I'll ask the others for help.
And yeah, I'm just talking randomly, but a true democracy, I think, or benevolent dictatorship. Sometimes a dictatorship is better than democracy. If the dictatorship is benevolent, then oh my gosh, I just died. Just like that. What the heck is wrong with this game? I didn't even save. Not once. Well, at least I didn't lose hours upon hours, but it certainly feels like it. So, my new strategy is going to be go up one floor, hop off the access point, and save immediately. Now just pushing myself ahead to get to floor 53 or whatever. I'm so depressed now. The music is cheering me up. Dun 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 dun.